sure?
Yeah, thank you though.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
okay.
Thank you though. I really
Might be
appreciate
good on your resume too.
it. You will? It's okay. I missed
Yeah,
the
that's fine.
opportunity. Just kidding.
Let Thad know that
Oh
I'm
jeez,
booked up.
this is so odd.
Okay. All right, it's all good. It's all good. All right. All right, bye-bye.
I just messaged them saying that you're filed in the party line, just in case they need to say something.
The big black man that comes in and picks up five came into the road. I'm sorry, right in the mouth. Your boy got it, Ben got it. So I'm not 100% sure, but I know what names are being used for what you have to do. Mhm.
I was like, bye bye bye, it's none. Yeah, it's because it's in
I
debt.
had to go get this Liberty Move in thing today.
And their debt will be like it's
Yeah, I was over there and then they were like, get the air mission real quick. And I was in Sheets getting my lunch when they called me. I was like, one of those things where you couldn't like eat as fast because it was a sub.
Yeah.
I'll get that when I can. So, oh yeah, because I knew they were going to let us down to the house. So that's why I said, you know what?
Yeah, you got the same video as I did.
Right, that's what I said. I said, I'll get there when I get there. So.
Yeah.
Can we get a mic check one more time?
What?
Set a last minute mic check.
Yeah, I'll go do that. And will you do it?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome. One second, let me put my earphones in.
Testing 1 2 check 1 2 testing mic test everyone testing 1 2 3 check 1. Count on Mr. Haskins to be late. Check 1.
Wow. Nobody was rolling on that one.
Check 1 2 testing 1 2 3 testing testing check 1 mic test check 1 check 1 channel 10 you good check 1
That
check
okay?
check
Is that
check
okay, guys?
Haskins you good
Yep.
Okay. I was just thinking of maybe put some light on them. What do you guys think?
I think it's looks good.
But I don't want to do it for everyone. I don't want to. If you guys don't like it, please tell me.
Yeah, it's so light in here, we can't even see it. Do you have it on right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
Watch. Wait. Go. Will you go up there and put real quick? See if you can tell a difference. Tell me what you guys think if you can really tell a difference. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you can leave it on. That's good.
Leave it on? Okay. Is that okay with the coloring? Because I can make it warmer or colder.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
Okay.
you're good.
Alrighty. I'm going to turn it off until he gets there so my battery doesn't drain.
Yeah.
Okay.
did you cover her since I can't get you
they just have me on my back. Probably.
come if anything you help the paper man what are you talking about you give them more exposure
We weren't over there to capture the video of it, so it makes no sense if the press conference is here. So it makes sense to be like, they just had a press conference. Oh, it was a debate. It was, they sent Sydney. No, Sydney went. It was, they had me go to Roanoke County, where Rianne was.
Oh, really?
Southwest.
Oh, okay.
We pushed that really hard. No, I'm telling you, like, we did like, we had on Sunday or somewhere. Sunday for something happening Tuesday. I just had somebody recording reportages and like a brief little thing on it Tuesday and then we
Oh, wow.
there that
Oh, wow.
for a 5-minute meeting. They just voted for this something.
Wow.
I would have much rather, well, I don't know.
Yeah,
I did watch the meeting from afar. I streamed it.
I stayed there for the middle of 7 o'clock too.
Well, I watched the 7 later and I saw that like a bunch of people just in the were. I'm like, this is why this is an issue. This is way too political. Between each other.
Yeah, it was a hot mess. It was crazy. But I just said, you know what? I guess it was been he's been doing this for 20 years, so he took down his seniority, though, took that away from him. I guess just maybe seniority. Becomes like that. He wanted to. Right, right.
That role, like, not having it. That's what I'm like, this
What, our big thing was
I think that's
that was the highlight of everyone's, everybody had one bite down when she was just sitting
Mayor Reed.
in the middle of the thing.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't see
I
that.
was like,
Okay, for everyone tuning in live for
but then we started
This
seeing,
seems to be a
then
busy
I'm
day, so
like,
again, we're going
that's what
to
it got
start
my,
our big point with Elsie Wiggington,
that's what I said.
led by
Just start fresh.
There are a number of other officials in the room, so there will probably be a fair number of law enforcement and they are entering the room.
That's all the media folks.
Is there,
How's y'all? Brad, come on. Ben? Y'all didn't leave me much space to put my paper, did you?
Sheriff, can you balance them out,
Yeah. Let's take care of that.
please?
Let's move these flags to the end of your guys. I'm just gonna stand behind the podium. Does it give enough room? Go over a little bit more, y'all. Thank all of you all for being here today. Family, thank you all for being here today. It's truly a sad day. You know, as law enforcement officers, we get up, we go to work every day. Some days are great days, and there are other days that are not so great. And today, it's kind of twofold. It's what I called mixed emotions about today. Today at approximately 8:30 a.m., the Amherst County Sheriff's Office executed a search warrant at 673 Pendleton Drive here in Amherst County. Upon searching the property, human remains were found. All indications lead us to believe the remains are those of Elsie Mae Wiggington, 45, who was reported missing on June 26, 2023. We are awaiting DNA confirmation from the medical examiner's office in Roanoke to confirm this identity. Frederick Lewis Wiggington, Jr., 37, was located in Rockbridge County and taken into custody. Mr. Wiggington was transported to the Middle River Regional Jail, where he is being held with no bond. Mr. Wiggington has been charged with Virginia Code Section 182-323.2, Code of Virginia, concealment of a dead body. The community needs to know that as soon as our department was made aware of Mrs. Wiggington being reported missing last year, we immediately initiated an active investigation. There have been many man-hours dedicated to the search of Elsie. I extend a sincere appreciation to the men here behind us. There are still some out working today, men and women, to make this day possible. These agencies are the men and women of our organization, Virginia State Police, Amherst County Department of Public Safety, and the U.S. Marshal Service. This has been a combined effort of all of these agencies mentioned. This continues to be an ongoing investigation, and additional charges may follow. I appreciate the media's assistance
Grew up at a shopping strip mall.
in Elsie's disappearance. Folks, this has been a difficult task. As I made all of you all aware, when we gained knowledge of this, to back up for approximately a year and put the tracks together of an individual and all of her contacts and acquaintances, it's been quite difficult. But these men and women here behind me, those that are still out that couldn't be here today, there's some still over in Rockbridge, some in Augusta, working on this, and we'll be continually working on it for the next while, to have this case prepared like it needs to be to continue to move forward. But as I have told the family, Elsie has been my number one concern, and today I feel that we've gotten some justice for her and locating her. So from that, I will entertain any questions that you all may have.
Sheriff, you said Frederick is facing concealment charges. Are there possible charges pending of him being potentially responsible for her death?
The investigation is ongoing, and the likelihood there will be additional charges coming in the very near future.
Are you able to tell us where the body was found? I mean, you guys have been going to that house a couple times. Why? Maybe was it not found beforehand? Were they hidden somewhere?
Yes,
I mean,
today was a second visit to that property under a search warrant, and we went initially and recovered what we took at that time, and then over the last couple of weeks, continuing interviews and putting pieces together, took us back again today, and today we were able to locate her based on information we'd received the last couple of weeks.
Sheriff, people still talk about what they call a delay in this search effort in comparison to maybe the past administration. Do you have any comment there for people who are talking about this nonstop?
Mr. Whitehead, I can't say why. I can only say as soon as we were notified, we immediately have been on it and not let up on it one day. There's pretty much been weekly meetings, if not several times a week. We're meeting with the combined agencies, and we've just been on it. I cannot say why. I have no idea why it took almost a year for the actual investigation to be initiated. I can't speak to that, but I can say as soon as I was made or we were made aware of it, it's been nonstop.
Can you speak to, when you were going into today, issuing that search warrant and looking for that body, can you speak to if you knew where to look this time compared to last time, and how quickly was the body found after starting your search today?
We had some indications of where to look, and we were probably there 30 minutes before we felt that we had located remains.
And was it found on the property or in the house? Can you
No,
speak
it was
to that?
on the property. Yep.
Is there any correlation to Frederick's ex-wife who was believed to still be on the property, live on the property?
Right now, we have no correlation with those two.
Sheriff, when you were reading the press release and talking to us, you could hear your voice getting, shaken up. This obviously means a lot to you. Can you talk to us a little bit about why this case means a lot to you?
It could be my family, it could be your family. But at the end of the day, she was a human being that didn't deserve what happened to her. That's why I'm upset. She was a vibrant life with children and grandchildren, sisters, whatever. Hard-working woman that provided care to people each and every day with her job. And to see and do what we have to do today, there's no excuse in it. None.
Can you just talk about that with like the testament of taking every single missing persons report seriously? Obviously, you mentioned that when you guys heard of it, the year-long gap, that you were heads-on with this. Just why is it important to take every report as serious as possible?
Because that's our job. That's why it's important. That's our job. That's what we take an oath to do, is protect and serve mankind.
Are you able to tell us if was the body whole when you found it? Like, was it pieces?
It's the body. She has been taken to the ME's office, and I'll leave it at that.
What's the next steps for this investigation and for you as a department?
We'll continue interviews. Interviews are ongoing as we speak right now. Today just starts another chapter. There are many chapters to this. Finding her today, knowing that she's no longer with us, gives us all the direction to go where we need to go. There was always that faint ray of hope that she may turn up somewhere okay. In my mind, knowing what I knew, the likelihood of that being true was very dim for me. But over the last week and a half, after we had gotten further information and we got the probable cause we needed to get the search warrant, and then got the personnel in place to do what we needed to do today, it was my prayers that we find her, and we did.
So you've been on the property since this morning.
It's about
but
8:30 this morning.
There's been people there all day today. Why the continuation of officers on the property right now?
But it's a crime scene, and a crime scene has to be processed appropriately. You don't halfway do anything. You try not to leave any stones unturned, and that's what these men and women are doing, to make sure that they don't overlook anything, they don't leave anything behind, and that the day that we go to the courthouse with Elsie's case, that we get a solid conviction.
How long do you think they'll be out there today?
Probably not much longer, probably an hour or so, if that long.
Sheriff, do you still need and want people to come forward
If
with
anyone
information?
may have any information, of something they heard, something they've seen, absolutely, Mr. Whitehead, please have them to reach out to us, any of you guys. Yep.
I know you've had conversations with the family. They're here right now. I mean, just for our sake, and what's your message to them?
Our prayers are with his family. Our prayers are with her children and her grandchildren. No family should have to go through this. Absolutely no family.
Sheriff, any word to those who may be dealing with a domestic violence issue? As you know, it was reported that she was involved in that type of situation. Any word to those who may be in the midst of such right now?
Absolutely. Any of those folks that may be involved and feel they're entrapped in domestic situations, there are many ways out. There are many hotlines now that people can talk, and people can find resources that they need to to get themselves out of domestic situations that can potentially lead to violence in situations such as this. And I can only encourage those that find themselves in these situations is to please reach out and get out.
Right now, there is just concealment of a body charges, correct?
That is correct, yes, ma'am.
Are there murder charges coming?
I can't say. I can tell you that the likelihood of additional charges will be coming, yes, ma'am.
Anybody else you think will be charged in this?
Right now, our focus is on Mr. Wiggington. You know, as again, it's still under investigation and anything is possible.
And just to confirm, it was Rockbridge County Jail?
He's at Middle River Regional Jail, which is in, I think it's Augusta, but he was located in Rockbridge, and so that he has to be taken before the closest magistrate. So that was at Middle River. Yes.
Are you able to say how he was located? Was he at a different residence? Was it in a car? I mean,
We've had knowledge of where he's been since early hours of this morning. I'll leave it at that. And we have not lost sight of him the entire day.
Can you tell us during this investigation if he has made any comment, denial, anything?
I cannot. No, sir, I cannot. Any other questions?
Any final word for us, Sheriff?
I'm sorry.
Any final word for us?
My appreciation is to these men and women and the commitment they've made to serve mankind, and what they've done in particular with this case has been quite difficult. And to the family, you all have my utmost sympathy. Absolutely. If there's anything we can do to help you all forward with this, please let us know.
I intend to hold. Do you know if the case is going to go forward in J&D or General District, or you know which court?
I don't know right now.
I just heard domestic violence. So.
Yes, because, they were husband and wife at the time of her disappearance, so it will most likely start in J&D.
So I thought we'll just ask.
Any other questions? Thanks again for you all's attention to this matter and all the publicity that you all have given this over the last couple of months. We truly appreciate it. Thank you.
would any members of the family like to say anything?
Correction on this, he was taken in custody with Stewart's draft when they actually took him into custody today. When the agents corrected me on it, Stewart's draft.
Wait, so
And that's in Augusta County, correct. And that's the reason that he went to Middle River. Yep.
He was in Augusta County.
Stewart's draft is where he was located, and that is within Augusta County, yes, ma'am.
And he resides at that address?
He resides in Rockbridge County, is that correct? His last known address is Rockbridge County.
So he wasn't at Pendleton Drive when he was?
No, he hadn't been there for several months, for quite a while.
and what time was he arrested at again?
Hour and a half ago.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
But he had lived at that address? He had lived at that?
That was the address they were living at the time of her disappearance. Yes, sir.
You said since it's an active crime scene, is the ex-wife still staying inside the trailer?
She has not been there all day, and I do not know what that status will be from this point forward. Yep. She was there early hours of this morning, but she left when we arrived. Any other questions? All right, thank you all again. Thank you all, guys.